Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of Salt of the Earth, a program by Media Commission of the Catholic Syro-Malabar Eparchy of Great Britain. Today, we are going to see the biography of a new saint. You know what to do after this program. A number will be displaying now, which you need to use to send in your answers. The first person to send all the correct answers to us will be the winner. The format to send in all the answers to us is as follows. Answer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then your name and the name of the mission. There are hundreds of people attending this program, and we are receiving hundreds of correct answers every week. This program is telecasted on every Friday at 8 p.m. It is a great opportunity for us to learn about the biography or life of a saint or a martyr in the Catholic Church. I know all of you are waiting to hear who the winner was for last week's episode. The winner of last week is Nevin Nice from St. Peter's Proposed Mission in Southend-on-Sea. Let us hear from Nevin.
Hi, my name is Nevin Nice. The Salt of the Earth programme is an intuitive way of enlightening people with knowledge of the saints, whilst incorporating a fun and competitive element to the show. I have found the programme extremely beneficial as I have been able to learn more about the lives of saints without having to learn in a conventional way, such as reading a book or watching an ordinary documentary. I am grateful to the people behind the documentary and the Media Commission for the hard work they have put into presenting this show to us.
Hi, my name is Nevin Nice, and I really enjoy watching this Salt of the Earth programme every Friday, as it gives me lots of knowledge about different saints. It also brings me closer to God and encourages me to be a better person to everyone. Thank you.
I would like to bring your kind attention towards the way that you need to send the answer to us. While you are sending the answers, make sure that you type it and send it rather than taking a picture and send it to us. The picture will take time to reach because it has got more data on it. So use text message, not text message, WhatsApp message to send it to us. Last week and the weeks before, we have seen a lot of people sending the correct answers. Don't be disheartened. As you know, the first person who sends all the correct answers get the prize. But if you have sent us the correct answers for 10 weeks, you can claim to be included in that lucky draw. And if you're lucky, you will get a special prize from us. Now, it is time for us to hear the biography of a saint.
Welcome everyone. Today we're talking about Saint Mark. Saint Mark the Evangelist. He was born in the 1st century AD in the present-day Libya. He authored the book of Mark in the New Testament and one of Jesus' original 12 disciples. Therefore, he witnesses many of Jesus' miracles and wrote about some of them in his Gospel. Now, Gospel of Mark is actually the first Gospel, the first good news written among the 4 Gospels, others being Matthew, John, and Luke. After Jesus' ascension to heaven, Saint Peter and Saint Mark traveled together to many places in the ancient world. They eventually ended up in Rome, Italy. Mark wrote down many of these sermons that Peter delivered in speeches to people during their travels. This leads to the fact that historians believe that Mark used both his own experiences with Jesus along with the content of Peter's speeches in the gospel that he wrote eventually. If we look at the theme of the Gospel of Mark, we see more recorded miracles of Christ compared to the other 3 Gospels. With more miracles than messages, Mark portrays Jesus as the Messiah, showing he is who he says he is. Saint Mark's symbol is a winged lion. It is also the symbol of the city Venice in Italy. There are several reasons why Mark is associated with lions. In his Gospel, Mark describes that the witnesses expressed St. John the Baptist's voice as one of a roaring lion, crying out in the wilderness to prepare the way for Jesus' ministry. And Mark himself helped deliver the gospel message to people with boldness like a lion. Many different miracles are attributed to St. Mark. One that relates to Mark's association with lions. This happened when Mark and his father were walking near the Jordan River and encountered a male and female lion who eyed them with hunger and were about to attack them. Mark prayed in Jesus' name and that the lions would not harm them after his prayer. It is said that the lions fell down dead. Mark is also identified as one of the 4 evangelists that the prophet Ezekiel saw in miraculous visions of the future many years before Jesus came to earth. Among the 4, Mark appeared in his vision as a lion. Now, after spending time with Peter, Mark later traveled to Egypt and founded the Coptic Orthodox Church there, bringing the gospel news to Africa and becoming the first bishop of Alexandria in Egypt. He served many people there, founding a lot of churches there and many Christian schools for education. After Mark founded a church in Alexandria in Egypt, he took a pair of his shoes to a cobbler for repair. Now here is an interesting story. As this man was sewing Mark's shoes, he cut his finger. Then Mark picked up a piece of clay nearby, spit on it, and applied the mixture to the fingers while praying to Jesus and for it to be healed. Then the wound healed completely. He then asked Mark to tell him and all his children about Jesus, and after hearing the gospel message, he and his children later became Christians, and eventually this man became a bishop in the Egyptian church. Now moving a bit forward in time, in 68 AD, pagans who persecuted Christians during the time captured, tortured, and imprisoned Mark. He reportedly saw visions of angels and heard voices of Jesus speaking to him before he died. On 25th April AD 68 in Alexandria, Egypt, he took his last breath. After Mark's death, Christian sailors stole relics of his body and took them to Venice, Italy. Christians honored Mark by building a basilica there. People who have prayed to Mark since his death have reportedly receiving miraculous answers to their prayers, such as healing of illness and injuries. Christianity, as having been at the forefront of the arts throughout the centuries, is responsible for creating some of the most magnificent artworks out there. Art has always been a means to express belief and devotion in the Christian culture. Now, in art, if you look at the paintings, Mark the evangelist is most often seen as someone who's writing a scroll or holding his gospel. Also attributes as the lion in the desert, as a bishop on a throne decorated with lions, as a man helping Venetian sailors. The lion might also be associated with Jesus' resurrection because lions were believed at the time to sleep with one eye open. Thus, a comparison with Christ in the tomb and Christ the King. St. Mark's major shrine is St. Mark's Basilica in Venice, Italy. As Christians, we celebrate his feast on 25th of April every year. He is also the patron saint of Italy, Venice, Egypt, barristers, prisoners, pharmacists, lion, and the list goes on. Thank you all for listening, and may God bless you all.
It is now question time. You know what to do. Remember the format that is showing on the screen at the moment. Remember the number. Be ready. And let's listen to the 5 questions about the saint.
Guys, again, we're ready for this question time. You have 5 questions coming up and you have 5 minutes to answer them. So be quick with this and sharp. The first question is, after Jesus' ascension to heaven, which other disciple of Christ was Mark's travel companion? The second question is, what is the symbol of St. Mark? The third question is, where in Egypt did Mark founded the church? The fourth question is, in the story, who was walking with Mark when he encountered the lions near Jordan River? And the final question, the fifth one, when is the feast day of St. Mark? Hope you've got all your...
We hope that you enjoyed this program today, and please share and inform your friends and relatives also. This is a great opportunity for us to learn more about Catholic saints. May God bless you all. Thank you.